Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, people. Welcome to Star17 Gaming's episode 2 of Stoneblock, Feed the Beast Stoneblock. We're back in the game, here to play a little bit more for you, complete some more quests if we can. I'm going to set myself a mission today to complete one major quest specifically. I'm just going to show you here, which is Silk Road, Tinkering. And if we can, the mining dimension, visit the mining dimension. If I can get those 3 quests done today, I will be a very, very, very happy individual. So let's kick off with the Tinker's Station. Tinker's construct tools can be repaired and upgraded with materials. We need to make a tool station, stencil table, part builder, pattern chest, and that will allow us to complete this quest. I love Tinker's construct as a mod, as part of some of these modded playthroughs, as it really gives you a great different way of making tools, you know, to play within the game. And a little bit later on, you can upgrade those tools, and they are just absolutely phenomenal. So looking at what we need then to make some of these items, blank patterns and a variety of different items like wood and crafting tables, as well as logs. To make the patterns there, we need 2 sticks, we need two planks, and yeah, that should be very straightforward for us to put together. So it should be a very straightforward quest to complete at the beginning of this episode today. Since the last episode, I have been tinkering around with the production of the video, so hopefully you will enjoy this video a little bit better than the previous one. I did bump into a little problem. The recording I made didn't record any audio of my gameplay, unfortunately. I'll fix that for next time. Not a big issue. I'll put some sound in the background just to kind of drown me out a little bit, so it's not just me talking over the top of this video. But yes, we've lost our clicking, we've lost our interaction noises, our mining sounds and things like that. We'll get that back on track for next time around. So looking here at what we need then, so let's kick off then with a few blank patterns. So we'll stick a set of planks there and there to make some sticks, and then we put 2 planks like this, we put 2 sticks like that, and that allows us 4 blank patterns. So we'll stick 1 up there, we'll stick a plank underneath it. That will give us the stencil table. Stencil table is really good at creating the stencils for the tool that you're looking to create. The next thing we need to make there then will be the part builder. So here is the part builder that allows us then to build the individual parts towards the item we're creating. So if it's a pick, you make 3 stencils for the 3 separate parts to make the pick, and then the part builder, you make those parts. After that, you need the tool station to fit them all together. So what do we need to do that? We need a crafting station with a pattern on the top. So we know how to make those. 1, 2, 3, 4 planks for a crafting table. Slap it there, pattern on the top. And hey presto, it's a tool station. I think one of the last things that we need to create there then will be it's the pattern chest, I think it is. Not the stencil table, Star 17, it's the pattern chest. Obviously had a little bit of a mind blank when I was creating this back then, but yeah, pattern chest holds either patterns or I didn't catch what the last part of that just said there, but how do we make that? Well, we just need a chest like so. Take a chest, whack it down there, slap a blank pattern on the top, and hey presto, we get our pattern chest. That's the quest completed for tinkering. Like I said, that was a very straightforward one. We had the parts to do it, so it was quite quick and easy for us to do. So let's pop down the pattern chest here. Let's put down the tool station. No, let's put the stencil table next to it, because then they speak to each other. We'll put the part builder in next. We'll put the tool station in next. And there we have it. So as you can see there, pattern chest, if we make patterns, we can keep them in there. In the stencil table, we can create the patterns here. And there's all the patterns on the left-hand side. Part builder, we put the pattern, we put the material. It kicks out the part. and the tool station allows you to fit everything together. The Tinker's construct will allow me specifically to get as far as stone tools before needing a tool forge. So we wouldn't be able to go ahead and start making things like iron tools yet until a little bit later on. But anyway, let's have a look at what we get for this quest. 3 more hoppers. Well, we indeed. Yes, we do like hoppers. Yeah, good to have 3 hoppers there. We're going to need them later, no doubt. Slap them away for now. We'll move on to the next quest, which is collect string from silkworms. We're definitely not going to be able to make a tool forge just yet, as that requires quite a lot of big parts. But yeah, silkworm string. And this is a really interesting dynamic of modded Minecraft. Sorry, we'll just spend a second looking at the tool forge of what we need. So we need blocks of iron. For some reason I'm looking at the first one in the list there. But yeah, if we had blocks of iron, as well as some seared bricks. And I think it's a crafting table underneath that allows us to make the tool station there, and inside the tool station we'll be able to make iron tools and above using the Tinker's Construct mod. That being said though, we're also going to require a smelter to be able to produce those individual parts. So unlike with the Tinker station and the part builder, where you can do that for wood and you can do that for stone, in order to make the parts later on down the road, I'm going to need to be able to smelt these items using the smelter and into a crafting, into a what do they call it? It's a kind of a smelting table. You place like a pattern imprint or an impression, in the table. You drop the liquid metal out. It fits into that kind of impression. It sets in place, and from there you get like the head of a pick, or you get the handle for the tool itself, or the binding piece, so you will get to see that a little bit later on. But break leaves with a crook to collect silkworms. You can plant them on leaves, they will infest them and spread. Eventually they'll turn white, and then from there we'll be able to smack them about and get the string out of them. So I am just going to hit this down with my crook, try and get some of those silkworms that we talked about. There's one worm drop there, so we've got the worm. Like I say, I really enjoy how this little mechanism here works. It's a great way of getting string, and a great way of getting a bunch of string as well. You don't need to be out, farming spiders when you've got this mod installed, let me tell you. All you need is one good tree, one good worm, and a little bit of time. And in just a few moments, you'll see exactly what we'll be able to do with this. Hello, Pet Rock. Let me just spin around the room here. We'll take this tree down at its midsection. Why not? Bash it out. That's the 3rd log, 4th log. Smickety smack. Smickety smack, don't stop. The smack smack. Oh, 6 in this one. It's a nice long tree, this one here. That will auto degrade for us. We'll chuck another sapling down. We will twerk it out. Get ourselves another tree. And now what we'll do is we'll take this happy little worm that's in our inventory here. No, we won't. We'll smack it down again first, just to get a few more items out of it before we send the worm into its new little place of living. We've got another worm there. Nice little drop of another worm. So 2 of those. We've got an apple, which is always good. Going to need the food in this game, especially in the beginning, to keep us sustained as we work it out. Keep on smacking. Yeah, the crook is almost halfway depleted, but there we go. Nicely deconstructed there for us. Let's take the logs down. So we've just made ourselves a couple of quick trees. We've got 4 silkworms. We've got 15 saplings. And we walk away with another, what's that, 8 wood. Oh, there's a couple more there as well. And another silkworm. So we've got 5 silkworms, 10 wood logs, 14 saplings. So, sorry, excuse me, 14 saplings. And here we go. Now, if we take the silkworm and we ferry it into the tree like so, and watch. And I've just sped this up just so that you can see it happening. Also, guys, let's not forget to like the video. Get us to 50 likes if we can, and hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. That allows my channel to grow and allows me to make some wonderful content for you as well. So as mentioned here, now the tree is fully white. We can slip slap it with the old crook, and we are getting string for days. If we want to make beds, wool, if we want to make bows, you know, whatever we want to do, we are now rolling in string, basically. So it's a great way of making a, you know, an infinite source of string, as long as you've got saplings to do it. So I just bash all of these strings out with the crook. And that should finalize this mission. And we'll be able to check to see what glorious, glorious quest prize we get for this one. There we go, 64. That's the whole stack of string from this one tree alone. Like I say, the dividend back, you know, using the silkworm technique is absolutely fantastic. Also, fun fact, if you're pinched for food and you've got a nice amount of silkworms, you can put them through the furnace and they act as a form of food as well. So you can eat your fellow silkworm if you're desperate. No eating rotten flesh for you if you don't need to. Let's twerk another tree up. Always like to leave a tree in the middle of the area there, just so that we've got that life with us. We've got our pet rock, we've got our tree in the middle. We managed to get a plump pear. We also managed to get a plump peach. So yeah, just over a stack of string. A stack and 6 by the looks of things. So to complete the quest off, we need to have our string, I think, and our silkworm in our inventory. But just before we do that, let's just make 8 cobblestones real quick. We'll make another... Let's make another chest. We're going to run out of space eventually in this one, so let's put another chest together like so. And we will drop this chest down next to this one, so we can make a nice big super chest. Ba-boom. And we'll put our torchlight down here and light up the room a bit more from the center. So there we go. Pop our stuff that we don't need back up into the chest. We'll grab the silkworms, like I said. We'll also grab the strings, like I said. We'll finish this quest off and we'll see what we see. So Silk Road is now complete. We'll hit the random reward button. And we've got ourselves 4 water mills. Now that is really good. That is really, really, really good. What is a water mill? Gives GP for adjacent flowing water blocks. The higher the level, the more GP. Sourceful water blocks do not count. So core power given 4 GP. Yeah, so basically you can use that to flow water through it and generate power. And that power then becomes an infinite power source for some of your crafting later on down the road, which is naturally going to need, you know, some power source behind it. Cool, so moving on to our next quest, and I think we'll kind of call it after this one. Enter the mining dimension. So the overworld has no ores. It's entirely made of stone. Its only way to find ores is to dig your way up to the top of the overworld and be teleported to the mining dimension. That is full of ores. You know, C, J, E, I to find all of the Y levels to navigate to there. So yeah, we're going to need to climb up the ziggurat, enough blocks, and then eventually it will take us to the mining dimension. So in order to get ourselves up to the mining dimension, I think we're going to need to get ourselves a number of decent tools to help the job along. So let us start by making ourselves some sticks as handles for our tools. We're going to need these certainly. We're also going to need some patterns as well, so that we can create the parts. So we'll go over now to our stencil table and we'll pop the pattern in the first slot there, and let's begin by making a hammer. We need a hammerhead, we need a binding, part, and we also need the handle as well. So starting off then with the binding pattern, we'll need one of those. We're going to need a tool rod to act as the handle, and then we're going to need the hammer head as well. So now we've got those 3 items. Let's take the pattern out. Let's move it over to this part here, and we will start by making the... No, we won't. We'll go and get ourselves some stone first. That would be really useful. Luckily for us, we managed to hoard ourselves a number of stacks of pebbles. So we'll grab a couple of stacks of those, and let's make ourselves some cobble. So those will make 16. Adding those on top will give us a little bit more. Let's do that again. So another 8 on top and another 4 on top of that. So 26 cobblestones. That should get us through the creation of these items. So back we go to the part builder. Cool. So we take our binding pattern into the first slot. We take our cobblestone, we put it into the block slot there. And from that we get our stone binding in preparation for making the part. We'll then put our tool rod in. We'll take the tool rod out that's been created. Then we'll add our hammerhead in. And there we go. That's the 3 essential parts that we need to build the hammer. So then we go over to the tool station, click the button there for the hammer, stick the items in the respective slots, and hey presto, we got ourselves a stone sledgehammer. Crash your blocks like your enemies, as it says there in the blurb. Stone sledgehammer. So yeah, with this stone sledgehammer, we don't need to be bashing the stones out of the walls with just our fists, and we can get straight cobblestone from doing this as well. So yeah, nifty little tool there. And like I say, that really gives you a good explanation of how the Tinker's construct works. As you've made the 3 items, put them together, and you get the tool out at the end. And then one of the other wonderful things about the tools themselves, and not really the fact that they break really easily, because obviously the better the tool, the more durability that they have, but instead of it breaking the tool completely, and then you have to go and make another one, I can just repair these tools. So I can take it back to the tool station, and using the stone material, which we've used to make the tool, I can just fix it. And it's a great way of fixing my tools. As you can see there, I've just broken this one, so I pop that in the center slot there. We put our materials there in the top, and there you go. I'm just fixed my sledgehammer. It also gets a little bit of XP, you know, so I've used it enough to get 16 XP out of 500. After that, it will level up the tool, and I'll be able to use it longer, and it becomes a more useful tool for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a staircase up, because to get to the mining dimension, we're going to need to climb until we've climbed enough. And after that, we will be kind of changing biomes, if you like, into a place where we will finally find all the juicy ores that we're going to need to play this game. And you're going to see a lot of back and forth between, obviously, the staircase that I'm making, the part builders, the tool forges, not the tool forges, sorry, the tool stations, as I continue to abuse my tools and break them and need to fix them, and so on and so forth. I think we're also going to need to get ourselves a handful of torches as well to light up our work. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a spiral staircase up around the circumference of this kind of workspace at the moment, so that when we go up and down to the mining dimension and back, we're basically traveling up a nice staircase. And maybe we'll put in some stone stairs to make that journey just a little bit better for us as well. Alright, so we're back here again. Let's remove the stuff we don't need to be walking around with. And like I said, I think we're going to need to start making ourselves some torches. So just shuffle a few things around. We've got some cobblestone here. What also might be a nice idea as well is to make some more independent tools as well. So if we make ourselves an axe, a pick, and a shovel. That's going to come in good stead for us in the future. So what we'll do here is we'll make ourselves a standard pickaxe. So we just need the pick head, we need the tool rod, we need the binding pattern, and from that we'll be able to make ourselves a pickaxe. Precise mining tool, effective on stone and ores. So that's going to come in handy later on when we start finding ores. So let's build those parts out now. So we got the tool, what am I saying? The stone rod, the pick head, as well as the binding material as well. So they're the 3 items we need to make the pick. Just chuck these back up into the stencil chest there for later use. And we put in our little components into the slots like we did with the stone hammer. And hey presto, we have ourselves, take that cobblestone out, there we go, we have ourselves a pick. So that's our second tool made using Tinker's Construct. We get the advancement, getting an upgrade. Again, we'll leave some cobblestone in there for fixing our tools as we go. But yeah, now we've got the pick. We'll be able to do more precise mining, basically, as it says. Let's make ourselves a furnace. Like I said, we're going to need some torches. So I think what we'll do now is we will burn ourselves some wood to allow us to get the charcoal that we need to make a few extra torches. I'll stick that there. We'll stick that torch back down there. We've been mining ourselves a decent amount of, or farming ourselves a decent amount of wood already. So we'll take these 15 logs here, and we will chuck them straight in half and half to make ourselves what we need. And just as that's processing there, I think what we'll do is we'll make ourselves an axe, and we'll just replace the wood that we've just taken and axe ourselves up, you know, our own wood. So make an axe head. We've got the binding tool. We've got the tool rod pattern already. We now know what we're doing. Easy peasy. Stone tool rod, stone axe head, and the binding pattern, or the stone binding rather. Put the 3 together, and what do you got? We got ourselves an axe. Easy peasy. And like I say, every time these things break after use, we just fix them rather than recreate them. So I think it's like 1 or 2 cobblestone, you know, to fix the tool that you've broken, really. So here we go. What we can do is we can axe out and work a little bit faster. No need to be punching logs anymore now that we're tinkering. Quick degrade all of the leaves. We've got an apple out of that one. Twerk ourselves another tree. Let's replace these 15 logs. So we're up to 9. $11, $12, $13, $14, and $15. Got a few saplings out of that. Got another apple out of that. So 9 saplings extra. Worth doing, just as we waited for those logs to turn into charcoal, basically. Oh, there's another sapling there as well. So we'll chuck these up. So we are keeping a decent stockpile of 22 saplings in there, 6 birch ones and others. We've got 7 charcoals here. Let's split those off and finish these up a little bit as well. Split those off again, finish that up with these logs here. And obviously some sticks. We can, or actually, another good way of doing this is making it with stone tools as well. So you can make stone sticks and add the charcoal onto that like you would do a standard wooden torch. And we get stone torches instead, which apparently give off just that smidge a little bit more light, I believe. So it's a nice little tricksy there. There's an extra charcoal there. We'll just make one more set of 4. Why not? We're going to need them all, and then we'll save those stone rods for the future. Let's now put up our 4 our 4. Let's put up our stone torches around the room, give ourselves a bit more light to work with, and then the rest we'll use for our climbing into the mining dimension. Hopefully we've got enough. We've got 30 something to get us going. Oh, can jump high enough that time. There we go. So we've got 2 there. Let's stick 1 up here. Gonna need to jump. Jump. There we go. And we're gonna need 1 up on this corner spot as well. My OCD is happy. We've got light in every corner of our little cave room here. Gonna need to jump, jump, jump again. Get it up there. Come on. There it is. There it goes. There we go. Fantastic. What I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to continue to build up to the mining dimension. I will save you the burden of having to watch every small detailed step I take in doing this, and I will increase the speed of the video. So we will be back in the game in just a few seconds. But just as we do that, I've got a couple of bits of information I wanted to deliver to you around Feed the Beast. What is Feed the Beast? Feed the Beast is a group of people that specialize in making high quality mod packs for maps for Minecraft. We started out as a custom challenge map in Minecraft that made heavy use of multiple text mods, they say. It played very similarly to a type of map known as Skyblock, where a player starts in a void world with only a small platform and must overcome a series of challenges. Become Feed the Beast includes tech mods. It's possible to use the various custom blocks and items to keep track of the challenges and the player's progress, as well as automatically giving awards for each challenge that we met. The map was then adapted to allow multiple players to compete against each other in a race to complete the objectives. This version gained large popularity after being live streamed on Twitch TV with Direwolf20 versus Nearby Gamer, both very well known users of the mods included in the map. As the map was released to the public, it became apparent it was very difficult to distribute the map file, mods and configuration settings to those interested in playing it. At some point, a decision was made to combine all the mods into an easily distributable pack, as well as create a launcher that would streamline installation. These maps would become extremely popular, and in order to allow more people to access the maps, the FTB launcher was released. So as you've seen when I play this game, Feed the Beast is what effectively hosts StoneBlock. It compiles all 260 mods together in an easily installable patch, and yeah, it's very straightforward for me to run this on my computer. The other thing that Feed the Beast have said, and I've taken this directly from their kind of their forum, their information source at the moment. Over the last 10 years, the Feed the Beast team have released close to 100 mods, mod packs, and maps. One of our most popular mod packs was the classic FTB Ultimate for 1.4.7. With the perfect blend of tech and magic, FTB Ultimate provided millions of players the opportunity to play either solo or with friends and explore new worlds and dimensions, as well as build massive bases filled with technological and magical constructs. As part of our 10th anniversary celebrations, we wanted to release a re-imaging of this mod pack that combines some of the best mods from the 1.4.7 era, along with some incredible new modern classics. So FTB Ultimate Anniversary Edition includes some of the very best mods to provide that perfect balance of tech, magic and exploration. Whether you want to build a massive tech-based factory or explore the world looking for powerful magical artifacts, FTB Ultimate provides something for everyone. Now you can find the Anniversary Edition from www.feedthebeast or feed-the-beast.com/app. I'll put that in the comments at the bottom if you guys want to learn more about it. So coming back to our kind of time lapse here, we are still building our way up. We are up to Y level, I think it's 220 something at the moment. To get to the mining dimension, we need to be at Y level 250. So what I'm just doing here is I'm just making myself some Tinker's items to take with us, so that when we go to the mining dimension, as you can see here, it's just kind of popped us over and we're back to kind of normal speed for a second. We're now seeing ores. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend up the rest of this video just batching out a few necessary ores to keep us going. Here is some iron ore here that's going to come in use for obviously moving up from stone to iron. We're getting Certus quartz. We found some lapis lazuli, however you want to pronounce it. Let's make another furnace here so we can do a little bit of work as we go. And we're going to be frequenting back and forth the mining dimension as our requirements need us to. We'll find everything up here from diamond to redstone, etc, etc, etc. There is another quest later on for us to travel to the end, but that's going to happen in a later episode. But I think we've established ourselves really, really well in today's episode specifically. What have we been able to do? We've got ourselves string by using the whole the silkworm kind of process. We've made the Tinker's construct tables, and we've made a second set for the mining dimension. We've made ourselves a set of tools, a pick, an axe, a sledgehammer as well, or actually just those three to start with. And then we've gone and built, and that's taken a good 2 hours for me to do that, the stairwell up to the mining dimension. You're probably thinking you could have done that quicker, Star17, just by building it straight up and putting ladders behind it. I do agree with that, but it's fun running up and down the stairs. I like that. Cool, so let's finish off this quest then. Let's see what we get as our random reward. Oh, everybody's favourite water candle. So we've got a couple of these now. I'll stow it in the box for later. So yeah, the end, but not likely to reach the end. Mine to the top of the mining dimension. The end, like the other dimensions, are almost completely something. I couldn't read the rest of that. But yeah, we'll discover that one later on as we go. Let's add a little bit of light up here to stop all the mobs from spawning in, because that essentially is a reality now as we're making more space. We need to make sure that we are lighting up our areas. Back down we go, back down to base level, back where we started, back to home, I think I'll call it, because it is our home, which I'm hoping to expand upon in every episode, and we'll grow this game as we go, as we work through the quest book specifically, and try and complete as many of these quests as we possibly can. But there we go from Y level 250 all the way down the apples and pears to base level. Doobity-doo. I've added the staircases in there with the stone steps just to make that kind of journey just that little bit better. I might knock out some of these top blocks as well just to make it a bit quicker for next time as well. But yeah, using less energy as possible to get up and down these stairs from the mining dimension and back to our little home spot. There's our tree sitting pretty in the middle, and there's our pet rock there. Something I wanted to introduce for this episode is the Wowzer wall. So along our staircase, I'm going to be adding the name of a YouTube subscriber or somebody from the comments thread in every episode. Everybody say hello to Clue. Clue is another YouTuber, makes some incredible content. I will add the link to his channel in the comment section. And I think that's going to call us for today. Guys, thank you so much. See you on the next episode. We're Star17 Gaming. We'd love to see you again. 50 likes if you can.